Hi guys, welcome back to Jeevashastra Abhyasa. I'm your educator Niranjan Hegde. Today we are here learning a new topic, that is from the flowering, the sexual reproduction of flowering plants, that is types of ovules. So first things first, we will do first things first before jumping into the video. That is what is that? Yes, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Okay, so today's points are mainly types of ovules, right? Okay, fine. So types of ovules. So why it is necessary to learn this particular topic is very important, because this topic is very frequently asked in your NEET examinations. So whoever watching this video, whoever want to crack the NEET examinations, so please you have to remember this this topic is very important for you people. Types of ovules, so including anatropous ovules, so what we have studied in the last video. So if you have missed that video, please click the YouTube iCard button and you will get that video. So according to this particular types of videos, including the anatropous ovule, there are 6 types are there. 6 types of ovules. So one by one we are going to study. The first one, as we have studied itself, that is anatropous ovule. The first type is anatropous ovule. Okay. So first question in your mind comes, yeah, you are telling me that you have classified, you are studying the classifications. So on what basis the classification has been made? That will come into your mind definitely. First thing, this particular not anatropous ovule, I'll just strike it out. So the classification has been made on the basis of the position of MCF. So now the question arises, what is MCF? That is micropyle, chalaza and funicle. On this particular basis, this particular classification has been made. So I'm not going to repeat this particular. I'm going to use as MCF itself in the coming videos and coming usage also. That is, it will be like that itself whenever they comes together. Okay, so let's start the topic. That is first type, that is anatropous ovule. Okay, so you have seen that the anatropous ovule somewhat in the neck of a crane, right? Neck of a crane, like this. It looks like this. Funicle, chalaza, and what is this? This is a micropylar end, right? Okay, so I'm going to show here. I'm not going to draw a neat diagram for this one, because the diagram is not so important, but where is the position it is very important. Okay, so like this it will be, isn't it? Somewhat like this it looks, right? So here the chalaza comes, here the embryo sac comes, chalaza, micropyle and the funicle, right? So this is what the simple normal representation of the ovule. Okay, anatropous ovule. Okay, so what is here the position, how the position is there? So here mainly the ovule has been rotated into 180 degrees. So it has been rotated towards 180 degree from the funicle in the, so it has been rotated to 180 degree. So that's why, so here chalaza and micropyle comes in a straight line, right? Remember, chalaza and micropyle comes in a straight line. So this is what the anatropous ovule, the first type of ovule, is. So let's now, that is very important. From now on, the 5 different types are there that we are going to study. Okay, the second type is orthotropous ovule. Orthotropous ovule. So what is it? So ortho means a straight line, right? Ortho means a straight line. Okay, let's see what is that straight line. So as I told you, there is what mainly based on the shape of the ovule we are going to discuss it, right? So this is micropylar end, this is what? This is the chalaza, and this is funicle. So all three comes in a straight line, right? So this is what the orthotropous ovule is. So all three, micropylar, chalaza and funicle, comes in a straight line. Whenever it comes in a straight line, that type of ovule is known as orthotropous ovule. So this type of ovule you are going to find in pepper plants, or ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಳು ಮೆಣಸು, ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ, ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದರೆ ವೀಳ್ಯದೆಲೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಈಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ that is that type of individual. In that particular individual you are going to find orthotropous type of ovule. Okay, so the third type is very importantly, that is the hemianatropous ovule. So name itself suggesting, so hemi means what? So if you split, anatropous means it has been completely 180 degree, it has been rotated to 180 degree. So hemi means half of it, right? Hemi, half. So that means it is 90 degree rotated. So then how it is rotated, let's see. So I'll show you that. So if it is a chalaza, okay, and the funicle comes like this, okay, chalazal end and a micropylar end, micropylar, chalazal and funicle. So this type of ovule, in this type of ovule, the chalaza, or you can say mainly the micropylar end lies 90 degree, that is means perpendicular to the funicle. It is, micropylar end is perpendicular to the funicle, 90 degrees to the funicle, right? That is what hemianatropous ovules are. For this, where you can find this can be found in Rhamnoculus plants, Rhamnoculus species of plants. You can find this type of ovules. Okay, to moving to the next one. So next one is Camphylotropous. The fourth one is Camphylo, P-H-Y, okay, Camphylotropous ovule, Camphylotropous ovule. So it is a weird kind of ovule, okay, so it is a very weird kind of ovule. The character or the position where the MCF fits, how it fits. So just looking into the diagram you can say, so let's see. Okay, this is chalazal end as usual, okay, chalaza. This is micropyle, this is funicle, right? So it looks somewhat anatropous, but it is not anatropous, right? Why? Because so it almost rotates in between. The rotation of the ovule is in between the hemianatropous and the anatropous ovule. So hemianatropous is of 90 degree it rotates, and anatropous rotates at 180 degree, right? So in between that means it almost rotates at 140 or 150 so degree. In between that it rotates, mostly maximum kind 120 degree it will be rotated, somewhat like that. Okay, so this three composition you can see there. So that is the main character here. It rotates about this particular three kinds of rotations it will take. So that means micropylar is at that particular angle. Okay, that is what Camphylotropous ovules are. So where you can find this particular kind of ovule? This can be found in Leguminosae plants. So that means members of Leguminosae plants, you can find this particular kind of ovules. Okay, so moving on to the fifth one. What is that fifth one? That is very interesting one. Here also it is a very interesting one, that is Amphitropous ovule. So amphi means horseshoe shape. Okay, amphi means horseshoe. You have seen the horseshoe. It is looks like U, right? So like this, and this here the holes will be there where this is a horseshoe, right? So the racing horses have been their foot will be this kind of arrangement will be there. So this particular metal shoe, U-shaped shoe, is going to fit in that, and it will be nailed, right? Nailed. So like that itself, the shape is like this, same of. So let's see how the shape looks like exactly. So it is also rotates around 120 to 140 degrees. So that, but it's exactly in the U shape. Okay. So somewhat it looks like this, and so chalaza will be there, and it comes like this. So here it will be like this. So here embryo sac will be there. This is a micropylar end, chalazal end, and funicle end. The complete embryo sac is of, or ovule is of horseshoe shaped. That is the very important character of it. Okay, moving on to the last, that is sixth ovule. Okay, that is cercinate ovule. What is that? Cercinate ovule. It has a typical structure which says that. So I will show you by diagram drawing itself. When you look at the diagram, you can see there is a long funicle is there. Funicle is completely very long. It is completely long funicle, you can see over here, and with that you can see that funicle. So it is long, and the completely ovule has turned into 360 degree Celsius chalaza micropyle, and it has been rotated into 360 degrees, not Celsius, sorry, 360 degrees. So that means micropylar is towards the funicle, and exactly this particular chalaza comes to the downward. So this is what the exact characters of cercinate ovule is. Cercinate means a circle, right? The funicle encircles the ovule almost completely. Okay, that is what the cercinate ovule is, and I think this completes the topic. And I have told you, as I told you before itself, I am going to announce at the end. I am going to announce a new thing, surprise. That is, it's not a very surprise. We are going to come with a technology based videos also in the coming week. Weekly one video will be available for all of you. So whom this video is good to watch. So that is mainly for the teachers and the students also. So here we are going to learn a lot of different kinds of things by using the home available or house available gadgets or technologies. So that is what I wanted to say you people, and I wanted to share you. And I also want to tell you people that we have completed 100 subscribers, and it is all of your supports, and I hope that this support is going to be in future also like this. So we are going to grow with both of them. We are going to grow, you also and me, I'm too. So both of us are going to grow in a huge, and we are going to learn smartly. So as everyone says in the last, that if you like this video, please hit the like button and share the video till it reaches to everyone, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos.